So we're here in beautiful Modesto, California to interview Fit Body Bootcamp owner Sonya Gonzalez. And I got to tell you, she's an amazing woman because in 2010, I had a contest on my blog where I was giving away a scholarship to Fitness Business Summit. Turns out she was broke and personal training wasn't working out for her. And she applied and she won the free scholarship to come to Fitness Business Summit, and I paid for her hotel and her admission. And what was really neat is that weekend, that's the weekend that she decided that she's going to join Fit Body Bootcamp. Now, what I didn't know is she had no money to her name. And so she asked her friends, family, her mom to piece together some more money. And that's how she paid for her buy-in for Fit Body Bootcamp. And here we are 2.5 years later from that event. And she's the #1 fitness center here in Modesto. And what amazes me the most, and the reason we're out here, is because she is surrounded within a 2-mile radius by 6 other personal training, fitness boot camps, and small group training programs, yet she's out marketing and outperforming all of them.
When I found personal training, I was doing that and working in an insurance agency at the same time. And I decided to take the risk and I went for it. And I was a personal trainer full-time, which I loved, and I was helping people. But then 2008 hit and things changed. The money, wasn't there. At that point, I couldn't make ends meet. I started looking online one day and found this guy talking about direct mail marketing. I had no idea. So I started getting a couple tips off of emails, and I started to implement some of those things. But obviously I wasn't good at the marketing part of things. I didn't want to give up on my dream. I didn't want to give up on helping my clients. And so when I saw the opportunity for Fitness Business Summit, I knew I had to be there.
You won the scholarship to come to Fitness Business Summit, but you find yourself broke at the summit, and you want to do something. What is it that you want to do, and how do you make it happen?
I had heard about Fit Body Bootcamp before, and that it pretty much was done for you. And I knew I needed that. I didn't have a website. I had never even done a marketing piece. And when I went to Fitness Business Summit, I knew that that's what I needed to do. I got signed up for it and everything. I had no idea how I was going to pay for it because I was making no money at that time. It was really hard, and it was a depressing time, actually. It was a really low point, probably the lowest point. 2010, I joined Fit Body Bootcamp, and at that time, I was barely getting a standalone location. I didn't have the money to fill the equipment, but in running some of those done-for-you marketing promotions where the emails were already done for me, I didn't even have to come up with content. Literally just got the emails and told me which day to send them, and that was all I had to do. So the emails went out, and that's when I started to get known in town, and that's where I started to grow. I learned how to sell. I educated my clients on what I could do for them, and that's when it changed. So from then to now, which probably just a year later, I am making multiple 6 figures. I have over 150 clients. I started adding sessions. We have sessions from the morning down to the evening. I have trainers working for me. I don't have to work every day.
What a big transformation since that point.
Yeah.
Is it safe to assume that your profit margins are well?
Oh, definitely. I never could have imagined making this amount of money, but to actually be able to make that amount of money and love what I do every day, I can wake up every morning and say I love what I do.
What's so unique? What are the things you're doing to build this community, this culture that probably others aren't able to do?
On top of guaranteeing results and giving them results, which obviously that's what people want when they're going somewhere. We don't just let them fall by the wayside and let them go. We're checking in on our clients all the time. They know that we care. But as far as us standing out in this community, I don't try and worry a lot about what other people are doing. I just continue doing what I do for my clients, and that's keeping them happy. But also, we're not the cheapest place in town. but it says something that people are willing to pay what we, the $197 to $247 a month that we charge a month, that it's worth it to them. So I know I've built up that value enough so people understand why they are going to fork out that amount of money, because it's worth every penny.
What are some of the top 1, 2, or 3 client getting, lead generating strategies that you've used that's kind of reliable and works for you?
So with Fit Body Bootcamp, I'm able to use Groupon and know exactly the process of what I'm supposed to do. I have emails that are done for me. All I have to do is cut and paste and it's done for me. And I have clients flooding in my doors. It's just a business in a box. I have all the support that I need now with Fit Body Bootcamp. And now when I open up my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and upwards of 10 locations, I know that I'm going to have that support with my website being ready to go, the search engine optimization ready to go, Facebook ads ready to go, the emails, which is pretty amazing. I just didn't believe that I deserved what I have now. And now I have it and I deserve it and more. I've worked really hard. It's not an easy thing, but to have the amount of support with Fit Body Bootcamp, everything that's done, it's really changed my life.